Hi, good morning, dear friends. The First Flight book having 11 chapters and 10 different poems, and so on, dear friends, with plenty of exercises and activities. We have overall looked up briefly the entire text with the notations of different sort of explanations. At the same time, what have we done is discussed the main characters and main clarifications. As I had already promised, dear friends, we are here to give you the question paper of the very year in which we are studying. We have already come into 10th standard. You can very well read, dear friends, that this paper is 04, that is the code of the paper, English medium, March 2020, and it is the new course that we have been following now. Okay, now precisely this paper will be a great help to you. From the beginning itself, if we can mark our destination, if we can mark our proper aim, target, then we can work accordingly. Now, dear friends, again I want to say this, I have discussed with many of you that the question paper has got 3 different ways of getting your marks. One is you pay a lot of attention to your textbook, which is almost 35, 40 to 45 marks if it is of 100 marks. Okay, now this is 80 marks question paper. Perhaps I would say here we have 30 marks almost for, or 35 marks for this textual. The second, another 30 marks is lump sum for grammar, and the remaining 20 marks, okay, again it is supposed to be from 30 to 35 or from 25 to 30, and remaining 20 to 25 marks, okay, if you strictly count, it is 30, 30 and 20, but we do not have specific agenda for giving pure 30 marks off. And therefore, dear friends, as it has been divided in this question paper, we have now here in front of our eyes a sample, and that too the very year's question paper which was given by our own students. So another second part of this particular paper has again 30 marks lump sum weightage, that is for grammar purely speaking, and the remaining 20 marks they have of writing task. So dear friends, you need to have a lot of attention paid into this aspect. Precisely showing you this paper, which means that you need to work according to the pure instructions given. It's been my experience that people don't follow the instructions properly. It may be a thing that boring at times, but I would like to read the main thing of the papers. See the instructions given. The paper will have 3 hours. This is board examination paper containing 80 marks. We do not know still the year, or the system may change the marks weightage or may change the syllabus. But for instance, now looking at the situation, as we have been able to complete certain amount of portion to the textual point of view, I would like, my dear friends, that you pay utmost attention to the paper given, so that you become very clear about your preparations and you can set your target for the exams point of view. Now, dear friends, there are 6 different points to be highlighted. Write clear, eligible handwriting. Why is it needed? Because your presentation makes your preparation. Your presentation proves your preparation. So if you are prepared well, You should be able to present it well. Okay. Now, the second is very important thing, that your entire question paper has got different sections. They are A, B, C, D and E. So 5 different sections, each perhaps containing 16 marks. Okay. The question numbers are as from 1 to 57. Now that is very important, dear friends. You begin, some of you I have noticed, definitely once we have the exam pattern, and once again as we meet personally, we will be discussing about that, and I would definitely correct. But the sequence is very important, because it all depends on the proper sequence. Now we will discuss the third one. All questions are compulsory. Okay, now sometime what happens? We choose. Now it depends for the students when they haven't prepared them well. But take for an example, we who have covered every nook and corner, dear friends, we cannot afford to lose or to leave away a single question. Therefore, all are compulsory and we need to attempt them. The numbers to the right represent the marks. Okay, so that is, I think, this particular criteria. You can read this 4 here and this is marks. So in the same sequence they are being given as marks, and you know it well. Draw neat diagram wherever necessary. Why? Because they carry marks. Okay, that's what at the initial stages when we learned, dear friends, how to write the notice and the applications point of view and the letters point of view, the emails point of view. I told you that indications or indicators, so called, or the boxes and structures, they are to be drawn properly wherever they are asked. New section should be written in a new page. Now I want to draw your attention here. New page, very important, dear friends. Most of us, they just understand just remaining 6 to 7 lines of an old page where you have been writing, and people would start writing there. It looks very shabby. It does not look very proper. Okay. Now write answers in a numerical order. Numerical order 1, 2, 3, 4. So answer number 1 to 57 should be given. So answer 16, answer 28, answer 42, answer 57. Likewise you need to go. Okay, yes. Now we shall see section by section. Okay, so dear friends, in my page, in my slides, the questions are here and there, but no problem, I will try to gather it in a proper order. See, dear friends, as already with this given, this is a thing having a small paragraph. Okay, it is a textual paragraph. Okay, it is a textual paragraph. So you can understand from the textual point of view, 4 marks, and you will have 4 different MCQs. Sorry. Okay, now we will move on to the difference. Okay, see the continuation. We will go with this number. Okay, dear friends. So even if you have problem, you better see these numbers. Okay, let me get this. Okay, so now we are able to see the second number, third and fourth. Now 4 options were already given into the passage, so they are having 4 marks. You see, now we have fill in the blanks. Again, just 4 blanks, so you cannot afford to make mistake. 4 and 4 marks. So these are going to be textuals. These fill in the blanks are going to be textuals. And question number 9, 10th, 11th, 12th. Some of you, they made a mistake in the exam paper while writing this number 12. So they thought the or is in place of all the others. No, dear friends, you are wrong. Okay, what you need to do here is you are supposed to attempt question number 9, question number 10, question number 11, and if you want to attempt question number 12, if you find it difficult, in that particular option you will have question number 12. Now the format can change, dear friends, but take for an example, you may be asked MCQs, You may be asked in place of 4 fill in the blanks, you may be asked 8. So the sequence or number may differ of the questions, but the marks weightage sometimes remain the same. Okay, so that is going to be the same. Now again, the question numbers given here. Answer the following questions into 5 to 6 lines each or sentences each. Again, if you read this, they are from First Flight main book, main literature book, dear friends, and therefore this section A is entirely of the textual point of view. Okay, now we will move on to see what is the next one. Okay, 12. So we should be having somewhere next page. Yes, dear friends, so after having completed our textual question answers, we will also see this, and that is section B. So that contained 16 marks. Okay, and 13 is a verse given from the poem. Okay, and again, my dear friends, it is going to be the textual one. So question number 13 and 14. Now question number 15 is going to be the grammar portion. So 2 marks we will have from figures of speech clearly to be indicated. Okay, yes, and what we have here is question number 17, 18 and 19. Just 3 questions having 2 marks each. They are going to be from our poems, from First Flight itself. Poems. These are these are the answers of poem, dear friends. Okay, so we will mention them here. These are, sorry, okay, let me tell you this. These answers are going to be purely from poems. Okay, yes, and now we will try to see what further it brings. After that, dear friends, what you have is our new footprint without fruit. Okay, so that is what the second book that we have, perhaps the supplementary reader, and from there we will have the questions, question number 20, 21, 22, and again in 22 you have the option. So when option to be attempted, it is only one. In place of 22 first, you can attempt 22 second. Okay, now again it's going to be for 16 marks. Sorry, I think it had a little more weightage for that. Let us count the 2 and 2, 6. So it's going to be, and okay, so again 16 marks for section B. And now what we have is section C. Section C, we have rectification of errors in fill in the passages given. So you see, now here this tricky question, dear friends, most of the students, they make mistake, dear friends. You see, sometime what happens, you need to write just number 23, mention the error and the rectifications. That is how the sequence follows, dear friends. Okay, you don't have to write these lines. You just forget about them. You just eradicate them, but keep up the same number. You may write section E, and I will be giving you, I'll write for you and will show you how you should attempt the answers in your examination. So again, dear friends, we have 6 errors to be identified, rectify them, and again mention them. Okay, so it's going to be a bit hard also at the same time, but probably they are always taken from the textual point of view. Therefore, my dear friends, I have been telling you, for fill in the blanks, okay, for rectification of errors, perhaps for punctuate the paragraph, all these things, they always come from the textual point of view. Okay, so reading is must. So it is going to be for the first question of section C is going to be for 3 marks. Again, we have fill in the blanks, that is from grammatical point of view. You see, parts of speech, conjunction we have, prepositions we have, okay, proper articles that we have, So you need to understand from that point of view. Now this is to be understood when we have learnt making different sentences. Dear friends, articles are not to be taught in 10th standard. It is understood that we have learnt, and we need to now practice. So if you read, if you speak, and if you write properly, you will definitely try to attempt with the best possible way. Okay, so next in order the question is punctuate the following passage. So in punctuation, question number 36, 35, 36, 37 and 38. So in bracket which is given here, dear friends, they indicate proper question order. Okay, yes, even here in the blank, question number 29 is indicated as question. Here 35 and 38, 35, 36, 37, 38. So which means there are 4 places you need to add punctuation marks and you will get 2 marks. Okay, yes dear friends. After that you will have question number 39. You will have to attempt this in a paragraph. It is going to be for 3 marks. The very famous thing, that is indirect narration, reported speech. Okay dear friends. Now we will move on to question number 40, 41, 42, 43 and 44. There are going to be 5 questions. Again they are going to be of purely grammar. Okay, so compound, question tag, question tell will be directly used for the tenses point of view. Okay, this questions point of view. No sooner you know when to be used. Okay, make it affirmative. We have learned from the types of sentences. And degree and compound, simple, compound, complex, making change into the degree, we will have to still cover. Okay, and I promise dear friends we will be able to do that in the due time. So up to section number C, we have mainly seen 2 different things, that is textual point of view, mostly section number A and section number B, they were having textual point of view. In section number C, mostly we have seen covering up the grammar. Now we have section number D, inclusive of both grammatical importance with writing task. So writing compositions. So comprehend the passage and answer the given question. Now dear friends, this is very easy because you don't have to read the paragraph beforehand. The paragraph will be given. This is seen passages. So you may read. You see again, section number D is going to be very easy. Section number D beginning with 4 marks. So 1 passage, 4 answers. Again question number 45, 46, 47 you need to answer. 48 up to 49, 50, 51 and 52. They are again going to be for 4 marks from the poetry. Just imagine dear friends, the text is in front of you. The poem is in front of you. And 8 marks you need to cover from there. Okay. So therefore they are just in front of you. You may read them twice and try getting answers. Okay. Yes, we will definitely have the practice of the same. Okay. And now where we are is question number 53. Okay. We will have to pay attention here. Okay. You were one of the volunteers in Howdy Modi campaign at USA. Prepare a diary entry on the same. So dear friends, you need to go back to my early lessons, okay, and write a diary. Now you just see, take for an example. Now in question number D and E, what we have here is the main writing task. So here we have a diary, okay, for 4 marks, as I've been telling you. Here we have, right, and we're on the seat and you got chance to talk Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, write about your experience. So see, you cleared your rounds of the Kaun Banega Crorepati. So again it is going to be just your report or your experience. Now it is again informal way. You don't have to publish anywhere, but it is, they are just ask a paragraph or report. We will come to know. Now you see that is going to be for 4 marks. So either you may attempt this or you may attempt this. So anyone, but it is going to be for 4 marks. Yes. Now we have again 2 more questions in section D itself. See, give a suitable title and slogan. So poster making, we have seen how a poster is made, dear friends, already in our previous classes. And here what you have is a notice writing. You see, so poster is also having different features, notice also is having different things. So we have already covered them. This questions has been covered, this have been covered. So section D, now you see again 8 marks here, purely 8 marks have been given for the writing task. Okay, now what we will see is, we will see section number E. You see, dear friends, again in section number E, we have seen how to write a report. So our 4 marks again can be secured. Okay, write a letter. We have also seen, dear friends, what a letter is. We have seen both formal and informal. Okay, so report, letter writing. Okay, take for an example. Yes, and we have an email. Okay, and filter proclamations. Okay, system in your collation system in your society, and how it saves water. So dear friend, how we need to go about writing a particular email. Now once again, let us not be worried about, okay, about how are we writing a particular thing or answer, but in which way we are attempting that particular answer. Because now you see, take for an example, we have seen an email, we have seen a letter, we have seen a report. Now these are going to be in an option. So we have covered our 5 marks, 4 marks, these 4 marks because they were for notice, we have 4 marks. Okay, so from writing task itself, if you can see, now we have covered almost 20% of our weightage. And if you come back to the previous questions, dear friends, okay, so they are going to be these 4 marks, they are going to be textual from first flight. So 4 marks, so 20, 24, and these are going to be 8 marks, so 32 marks. These are again going to be the textual, and from the poetical point of view to 34. Okay, you may just skip for now the figure of speech because we will see them separately, and you may come here again 34, 36. So dear friends, out of 80, if your exam is going to be for now itself, we have covered more than 45% of our entire syllabus. So dear friends, today is I think according to me today the date is 20th June, and today itself plus 40% of the syllabus we have been able to cover. So dear friends, set your target, keep this in front of your eyes and study according to. Once again, I would advise you to read. We will come back again with little more clarifications, okay, and complete point wise preparations for the same. Thank you very much, dear friends.